Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the yearly tradition where I talk about the shit that I didn't like in pop music. To be honest, there was a lot less to dislike last year. But don't get me wrong, what there was to dislike was really bad, like really bad. But let's just say it was a bit easier to narrow down to 10 songs. These are, by the way, the 10 songs that made the Billboard year-end Hot 100 for 2018, but did not make the same list for 2017. Let's go ahead and get this bullshit over with!
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
You know, one pattern that I noticed from the bad music of 2018 is that it takes concepts that I previously liked in songs and it shifts them in a way where I don't like them in these songs. And that kind of makes it difficult to explain why I don't like a song that does almost the exact same things that Rockstar by Post Malone did.
Damn, I ain't been going psycho, mama.
The difference in this song and Rockstar isn't as simple as a different feature.
And it starts with the beat.
See, while Rockstar had this insidious vibe to it,
And I'm willing to admit that wasn't entirely fitting for Rockstar. I mean, after all, the tone of the lyrics, and indeed the fact that it's called Rockstar in general, kind of indicates this braggadocious and celebratory vibe to the song, and you have this sort of insidious thing going on. But then you have a song called Psycho. You would think that you would get that vibe in the song like that.
the beat is way too light and springy for what it is.
Giving a more chilled out vibe. Now, Rockstar has this too, but, well, let me put it like this. Psycho sounds like you're chilling out, smoking weed, while Rockstar's beat sounds like you're on a bad trip. Which one sounds more like the song called Psycho?
The subject matter of the song even reflects that it should be darker with the "can't trust nobody" line right there in the chorus.
And the singing, especially Ty's, continues with the celebratory tone seen throughout the song. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely... It definitely could be a lot better. Let's just put it that way.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
All the song is stay repeated a second time. Just stop pretending. Make something other than...
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
You know, I keep saying that I like 21 Savage. But then...
I even like Cardi B generally, but this is just not good at all.
First thing I can point out here is the beat. Okay, look. I don't have a problem with minimalistic beats. I don't. But, how should I put this? When this wants to go hard, it goes with the stupid fucking dial tone sound. It's on the song. It's like the main instrument. I honestly think I'd rather have those little key hits. I think I'd rather just have DJ Mustard just hitting the keyboard. I honestly do. Then we get to the lyrics.
Who got this motherfucker started? God. Who took your bitch at the party? God. I took your bitch in the party. God. Who that be flags and Martian? God.
This is the beginning of the first verse. Yeah, I don't know whether you're rhyming party with Martian or party with started or both. But either way, I have some advice. I mean, if you're running out of words to rhyme together that quick, come up with a different fucking rhyme scheme.
Then diamonds go hit like a bitch on a bitch ass bitch.
Like I said in the beginning though, I keep saying that I like 21 Savage.
But dude,
Told the waitress I ain't tipping, I like hot sauce on my chicken. Oh God. I pulled the rubber off and I put hot sauce on her titty.
did you just imply that you put your own jizz on chicken wings? I mean, you do you?
All these VVS's, nigga, my sperm worth millions. Oh God.
Okay, like, maybe don't say that immediately after bragging about dumping your sperm from a condom onto a girl's breasts. I mean, there's bragging about wasting money, and then there's just being weird about it.
Nobody's lines make any sense. Terrible flows, a terrible beat.
And I hate this song so much I moved it up while writing the list. And also back down. It's all over the place. Mostly because I'm not sure what I think of some of the other songs. I think it's at number 7 at this point. I'm full of shit. Oh, okay.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
This is the part where I'm struggling to explain what my problem is.
I know I'd go back to you.
I'm gonna try to explain this because it really doesn't feel like this song should be this high.
In fact, is it too late to swap this one with the Cardi B one again? It is? Because I'm filming the video right now? Damn.
I think part of my problem is just how it doesn't really sound as genuine as it should.
The vocal delivery sounds much more akin to, like, Hayley Williams from Paramore, or for some reason Jewel comes to mind. But it doesn't sound like Selena Gomez. It's not even entirely that this song is bad, although that kind of makes it sound like it doesn't belong on this list. But more so that it sounds wrong, I guess. I mean, it almost sounds like it's from the soundtrack to some kind of crappy teen... Oh! That explains it.
It's got the same problem that the Weeknd song for 50 Shades of Grey had.
The material that it's made to promote seems much more important to the identity of the song than the artists themselves. And Selena Gomez doesn't have the raw personality that someone like Justin Timberlake, or as much as I don't like Earned It, even The Weeknd really has, to make that, to not sort of completely override that, the negative experience that creates. So she kind of ends up getting the David Guetta treatment. Or I guess in this place, the Ian Kirkpatrick treatment. Which is weird, because there's a song produced by him that's also on my best list.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
In the past, I've stated how much I really don't like the girl group formed on the X Factor known as Fifth Harmony. Most of the time, my distaste for their music comes down to the lack of quality of their songwriters, but there's always been this one, like, intangible factor that I really can't quite figure out that drives me away, but I think I finally got it. I think it's the fact that Camila Cabello can't sing.
I cannot wait for the comment section to blow up telling me how wrong I am for this one.
But, I'm sorry, she sounds like a dying cat fucking a slide whistle. I can't even really blame her, though. I mostly blame whoever's telling her to constantly sing outside of her range.
See, there is a song with her as a vocalist that's actually okay, and that's Havana, where she stays in a lower register for the entire song.
This and her chorus on the song Bad Things are my least favorite Camila Cabello performances, vocally. And that comes down to her singing soprano constantly throughout. Well, not constantly in the case of this one, but you get the idea. When in reality, she's at best a mezzo-soprano, probably more likely a contralto profundo. Music terms, look it up. The point is that whoever's writing her melodies is writing her to sing too high. And if you tone it down more, like was done on Havana, then you'd probably have something that's, listenable.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
Oh, I've been waiting all year for this shit!
God's plan.
Seriously, do you know how rarely I get to talk about Drake at all?
He's normally just so middle of the road. His lyrics aren't normally bad enough. His beats are normally just good enough. His flow tends to be okay.
I rarely love what he makes, but I also rarely hate it.
And to be honest, at first it was the same with this song, and then I heard it more. and more. And then I realized that if this song is even about anything, it's about having a girl in the friends with benefits zone. Which is dumb, especially for a song concept. I mean, she's either in the friend zone or not. Make up your mind, G. Pick a lane.
Most of the song is really just random, contextless bragging and talking about people being against you, though.
And it comes across as making no sense and really just riding the beat to a paycheck. Of course, there is one line that Drake really wants us to pay attention to if the publicity stunt of a music video is any indication.
She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
So the partly part of loving her was a lie then. And look, consider some of the context of this line. I don't think it's something you should really want to put a focus on when you're saying that the only things you love are your bed and your mother. That has some implications. You don't want people to focus on that, because then people will think about it, admittedly, somewhat too hard. But people will think about what that implies. And look, I'm not going to say it, but there are implications when people think about that because you focused on it. I'm just saying.
Long story short, this is the complete opposite of every other Drake hit.
Most of the time, Drake gets hits in spite of his lack of a music video. This time, he got a hit solely because of the music video. That he stole from XXXTentacion.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
I don't think there's really any more disappointing thing for me in particular to say than not only is a Kendrick Lamar song from an amazing movie soundtrack not in contention for the best songs of 2018, it is in fact on the worst list. But you know, when you see what the song is, you're probably going to know exactly why it's here. So,
Miss me with that bullshit.
Let's talk about how shit J-Rock's verse on King's Dead is.
because if there's one thing it doesn't do, it's evoke the feel of Black Panther. Or, you know, make me want to ever listen to a J-Rock verse again, but details.
Seriously, this guy spends an entire 7 bars rhyming ready with itself just to rhyme that with Armageddon.
It's repetitious, it's nonsensical, and it's not like Kendrick does much to help with his red light, green light verse, which, to be fair, I feel like does a better job of capturing the feeling from Black Panther in sort of a loose way, but that is kind of the thing about experimental flows that Kendrick likes to do. Sometimes they work really, really well. Other times they, you know, don't.
Joey Badass and XXXTentacion actually had better verses on their freestyle on this beat.
Hey Joey, I'm just gonna stop rapping. I'm gonna stop rapping right now on this song. Not in general, but just on this song, cause I ain't trying to destroy these niggas.
Sight!
Yeah, then again, that would still be better than this year's winner of the Shawn Mendes Award.
In fact, in this case, I'd say that it's a lot worse than Shawn Mendes on Treat You Better.
Because not only did this song already have an overall lower quality level to begin with, this stood out more. If you're standing out more when it's already lower quality, you have fucked up. And for those of you who wonder why I tend to not like Future very much, this. It's gonna point you in the general direction of this.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
If there was one thing that Drake did other than make completely manipulative music videos this year, I would say it was definitely show up in some random schmuck's song to give them clout.
In the case of somebody like Blockboy JB, he provided something to a track that really just needed more attention to get big.
In another case, though, he pulled God's plan.
Brand new whip, got no keys.
At least Block Boy had the sense to make sure people stuck around long enough to hear his goddamn verse.
Of course, in the case of Block Boy's song, it was actually long enough for someone other than Drake to have a verse. It also didn't help that Lil Baby spends like half the song on a shitty chorus.
Tell him my clothes no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave.
Okay, first of all, the fact that you don't know a difference between a tailor and a cleaner indicates that you ain't got bands like that. Second of all, bro, I wouldn't be talking about nutting right after spitting lines about fucking laundromat. Can I just talk about Look Alive for the rest of this segment instead? I mean, it's a much better song, and at least I wouldn't have to put up with some bullshit mumble-mouthed little teenage fuckboy trying to spit something and really saying absolutely nothing for like 2 minutes.
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
If I had done this list in 2015, Silento damn sure would have been number one, and these guys probably deserved the number one spot last year. And since I'm so fucking good at predicting this shit, I'll see you guys for the top 10 worst hit songs of 2018, during which I'll be putting Gucci Gang by Lil Pump at number one. I sincerely hope that I'm correct in that. I don't think I could physically handle if 2018 produced a worse song than that.
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new.
I hate society.
This is your fault, you know. It is your fault that this song was a hit. It is your fault that this isn't even the worst hit of 2018. And it's your fault that I'm sitting here talking about this bullshit. Okay, actually that last one might be on me.
Let's start with the part of the song that everybody would expect me to have the biggest problem with, the repetition.
It's not simply repetition I have a problem with. It's mindless repetition. It's repetition that's done from a place of laziness. Let me put it to you like this. It is not inherently a problem that he says the words Gucci Gang 42 times in a 2-minute, 10-second track. That's not on its own a problem. What indicates a problem is that part of this includes the first and last 2 lines of the chorus, so practically half the chorus is the word Gucci Gang, the words Gucci Gang, I should say, repeated over and over again. That indicates laziness, and that's where my problems comes from. It would also help if he, stuck with fucking Gucci.
I can't buy no bin no wetter rain. Ooh, rather go and buy ball mates. Ayy.
Or, if he didn't randomly go into contextless lines about cocaine, followed immediately, without any sort of transition, by lines about sex.
Spent their racks on new chain. My bitch love do cocaine. Ooh, I fuck a bitch, I forgot name, yeah.
It's bragging with no wordplay, no delivery, nothing to really make the song remotely enjoyable. But, actually, I should give him credit. There's like one little bit of wordplay in there about fucking his teacher.
Fuck him, my teacher called tutory. Yeah.
And at the very least, I will give him credit for transitioning from sex back into fashion at the end of the chorus. At the very least showing a little bit of awareness of being able to transition from topic to topic. I don't ask for much. I don't even ask you to stay on topic. I just ask you to link the topics a little bit better. And at the very least, he doesn't do so with the stupid fucking nursery rhyme scheme and name drop shit just for the sake of name dropping shit. For example,
We all have regrets sometimes. You suck it.
Pussy got that wet, got that drip, got that.
I had to think long and hard about if this song was really that much worse than Gucci Gang.
and the more I thought about it, the more I pored over this song, listening to it time and time again, I kept trying to find something in this song that I actually liked. And I just couldn't fucking do it. Worst beat of the year. Worst opening line of the year.
Pussy got that wet wet, got that drip drip, got that super soaker.
Worst chorus of the year.
I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
Most forced thug line of the year.
Niggas say they killing people, but I really fucking do it.
But those are not the things that put this over the top on the shit pile. I mean, first of all, Nicki's verse.
Nicki's verse is a series of random pop culture references, followed by a series of sex references.
And she has one good line in what is in reality 2 verses.
AC just stopped working, so they hit me, told me bring my wrist back.
This is the amount of good content from a song that's 49 seconds shorter with one less rapper on it, and that rapper fucking sucks. But you know what? The point where this reached the top of the shit pile, you know what? It's not even the point where Nicki just name drops Tanash for no reason. No. I'd say it's this.
Eeny, meeny, money, mo. I catch a hoe right by her toe.
You. After spitting bars about how you actually kill people, want to give me that ghetto Kanye West nursery rhyme bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck both of you. Fuck whoever Murda Beats is, because his beat is trash. Fuck everyone. I'm fucking done with music. I'll see y'all next week.